Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and what I have is a very nice little Cisa locking line 81065 shutter lock padlock. And just something about this, as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to buy it. It's kind of usually they're about 70 mils or more, so one that's a little bit smaller, I think it's kind of cute, fully armoured. And if you've never picked a Cisa lock before, I really do recommend them. Well, it could be Cisa, actually. I forget the pronunciation in Italian. But I do recommend them because, like other locks like Aseo, Cisa or Cisa, just do nice locks that give really good feedback. And I think I was quite lucky with this one. I say lucky, in that even though it's a 5-pin lock, the bitting on the key is really, really good. Well, tough, I'd say. You can see pins 1 and 2 gradually go down to an extremely low cut, probably a 0 cut pin 3, and then all the way back up to some really high cut pin 4 and 5. Just means that you're likely to overset pin 3 if you're not careful, trying to set pins 4 and 5 here. So yeah, it's just a really, really good bitting. Again, you don't often know when you buy these locks second hand what you're getting, but that's a good one. The only other thing I'd say is just look at that keyway. Now, you probably can't tell, but that is really small. This is a really small, tight keyway. It is paracentric. And with bitting like that, it just lends to a bit more of a challenge than you might expect when you see this lock in a picture. Right, let's throw this in a vise and see how we can go about picking it. So, before I get started, actually, let's just loosen this squeaky vise off a bit. And you'll see that I'm going to be using a pick in 15 thousandths of an inch. It's very, very bendy, and it's a medium hook. This one has to be made by Sparrows, and I've got that so I can go up through the warding on the locks and pick the pin. So you see I'm on pin 1 there, and I can get up through the warding. You can just see down there how there's a small cut out in the side of the center warding on the lock. I'm just going to remove my pick through it. There we go, and pull out. So that's how we can get through to pick those pins with a medium hook. So put that back in the squeaky vise. Here we go with a piece of bent wiper blade, and I made this tensioner ages ago and just took a small amount off, probably 0.5 millimeter from that to thin it down. And I actually find that these work really well top of the keyway, just in the top of the lock like that. Okay, so let's have a go in. So that's pin 5. Very light tension on this. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, and we seem to be in a false set. Does 1 want to be set further? Yes, it does. Now we're in an even bigger false set. This is very typical of Cisa locks. They tend to have really nice spool pins in. There's no sprung core on this, so see, that's pin 3. That feels like it wants to be set, but actually I don't think it does, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Pin 2. Oh yes, good click, good click. Back to pin 1. Have we dropped pin 1? We have, yeah. That seems set now, good. Right, back to the back. Pin 4. Got it, but no, yeah, I think I got it. But I've definitely felt another pin fall down. Setting that one. So who is it? Feels like pin 2. Got it. That, and I reckon pin 1 must have fallen as well. Get on top of it. Or not. Maybe. It's 4 again. 3, 2, 1, and back into the false set. Pin 5. 4, nothing on 3, 2 now. And we are open. Oh, and I'll just throw my tension tool away. So really nice. You know, you have to use extremely light tension so you don't end up damaging these, you know, very, very fine picks. And you've got to understand that with these really nice spools and these locks, you're going to drop a couple of pins. It's fine. Be patient. Go back. Pick what feels like it's got the feedback on. And then hopefully, there we go, we can pull this out. And I need to oil that, don't I? And there we go. Nicely opened. So really good fun, this one. And just a little bit more of a challenge than you might expect from a little Cisa lock. I just really like it when you get a lock which is a bit more fun to pick than you first thought, just because of something like a small keyway and pins that rest on the warding. Really good. Well, hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed picking it, and I'll see you all next time.